Hello, hello, and welcome to week 4 of our block 2 for 2024. Yeah, block 2, absolutely. It's April. All right, so this week we've got so many aspects. I have my board up here, and this is one of the more full weeks of aspects, but it is the biggest aspect of the year. So the Jupiter conjunct Uranus is the standout aspect for this year, and that is happening on the 21st. I know I spoke about it last week, but here it is. It's on Sunday, and it is also on the same day as Venus conjunct Chiron. Ouch! And the Sun square Pluto is early in the morning on the Monday. So fucking huge. All right. So, and as usual, you can go and have a look at the week ahead in YouTube, or it's posted in the group. But I'm going to go through the aspects that we have, and then I also have the things to ponder as well. Sorry, I know paper doesn't sound good in the recording, but there you go. All right, so we are just going to go straight into Tuesday because Monday's over. Okay, so let me just change this. Hang on, I didn't do that right. Share screen. There we go. All right, okay. So, and actually, let's go to 9 o'clock in the morning. Tuesday, 8:50 will do. Okay, guys. All right. So now tomorrow morning we have, tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning at 1:20 a.m. we have the Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron exact. Now, this aspect, I mean, it's Mercury retrograde, we say the same, I can only say it so many different ways. So Mercury is obviously reviewing the thoughts and communications that it has already had. It is in Aries, so it is primarily about our independence, our bravery, our willingness to pursue. It's passionate, and Chiron obviously is our old wounds. It's the need for healing. It's the wisdom that the wound can give you to help you become a teacher. All right. So Mercury conjunct Chiron, we are looking back at old wounds and experiences to us as an individual that may have once diminished our courage. It might have dulled our need to shine. I mean, that's more, the need to shine is more of a Leo thing, but and Aries are very proud. They're the warriors. And with Mars ruling all of that in Pisces right now, we've got you know, we've got that strong center. I've been talking about the Bruce Lee, Shaolin monk. It's active intuition. It's um bravely acting upon your intuition quickly because you trust in yourself as well. All right. So it asks you to dig into your inner world, confront old wounds, and work out any miscommunications or old hurts that are still playing on your mind. Now, this being the 16th, it's Mercury goes station direct on the 25th. So we're in these last degrees of the Mercury retrograde. So things could be getting slowly loud, and I only mean slowly loud because whenever a planet goes stationary, it's just amplified. All right, so its energy is not dispersed as it would normally be when it's just chugging along. It's intensified. All right, so especially with that Chiron stuff and with all the things. All right, so we've got that Mercury conjunct Chiron on Tuesday. All right, so in the book I have in the words, we also have the moon trine Neptune around 9 in the morning, adding to the possible confusion that Tuesday brings, and then an opposition to Pluto, which remembering that the sun is square Pluto. So you know what, there's so many possibilities for things to come up out of the black. Definitely not out of the blue, because this is something that we've already touched on. So waiting for more details, puzzle pieces falling into place, um, and just waiting for a better understanding. All right. So, and the volatility, like, with all this stuff being ruled by Mars and the Sun square Pluto, like that's a volatile aspect. That is huge. All right. That's literally a bomb. All right. So with Jupiter and Uranus coming into conjunction, Jupiter has got a very educated attitude, and Uranus just wants change, both for rebelliousness and because of the need for change. Like if there's no change, there's stagnation, there's death, all right? Things have to change. Whereas I can't remember what I was just saying. I totally forgot where I was going with that one. Okay, so I'll just keep on moving because brain's blank. All right. I might, Pluto. That's right, Pluto. Things coming up out of the black. All right, so yeah, all of the stuff that's going on. We just need to be careful of our anger as well. Remember, I've been saying all week, respond, don't react. Clarify. Missed communication is heightened at the moment, and people are on edge. Just look at the world news right now. We're literally waiting to see whether World War III is going to happen, and it's a trigger. It's a lot of crazy old men not minding their own business with a trigger finger because of the amount of money that's going to get made out of a war. So, and even that, like the money, Jupiter, Uranus, it's the money that is causing all of the sudden and unexpected shocking stuff. So anyway, let's move on from Tuesday, because this week is volatile. All right, so now, the following aspect that we're looking at is the Venus conjunct the North Node, and that is I'm sorry, I've said the 17th, but it's actually the 18th. All right, so let's go forward 2 days. All right, so here we go. Venus conjunct the North Node is at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. So this one is interesting as well. Again, we're following on with the Aries theme, very much Xena warrior woman. And I don't know if you guys are old enough or you have actually watched the series. In the beginning, she goes in there, she's very arrogant, she's very willing to do what her warlord told her to do. She just didn't think that her opinion mattered. And anyway, through the whole thing, she eventually trusted herself more. She acted with compassion. She learned valuable lessons, and she stood up to the oppressors of the people. And in the end, she did do the ultimate sacrifice. She gave her life to save a village because of a demon that she had expelled previously. So it was basically what goes around comes around. And so she had created a situation that in the end she gave her life for. And so this is that theme of the Chiron theme. She gave her life for others, and same with Cena. All right. So like I was saying, the Venus conjunct the North Node at 4:30 a.m. on Thursday. Are you following your heart? Are you brave enough to take the steps that seem to be laid out in front of you? Explore new opportunities and independence, because you, Queen, are ready to be seen and taken seriously. All right, so definitely one of these. All right, so the moon is also in conjunct later on in the night on Thursday, the 18th, to Neptune. All right. So we still have this sense of spirituality. We could have a sense of confusion. Again, we're waiting for the shoe to drop or the penny to drop, whatever analogy you want to use. There's still more to come. All right. So now Sunday, if it doesn't come Sunday, I don't know what's going to come Sunday. So, all right, let's move on. All right, now Mercury is conjunct Venus at 7 p.m. on Friday, the 19th. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Mercury conjunct Venus. Sorry, oh my God, I'm even thinking weird. All right, so here we are. Maybe we can give ourselves the compassion that is required for us to heal the old wounds that we still have. We still have them in our mind. Chiron is so active right now. I mean, you can't say that they're not there. I'm just talking about them so much too, so it's also bringing that up. And if you don't have them there, and I am bringing it up, I'm sorry. But anyway, so um, okay, maybe you can show some compassion to the past experiences that keep popping up for you to deal with. Forgiving and forgetting doesn't have to be about letting the person off from the past. It's about letting you have everything you need for a good life, regardless. You know, when we do hold anger and we don't let things go and we harp on about them for 50 years, um, then we're only giving away our own pleasure in the moment because we're holding on to a hurt. I'm directly talking about my own mother right now. She still hates my dad after 50 years. And it's like, for fuck's sake, like you've lost a lot of respect from myself and from other people because you know what I mean? Like and I don't mean to, I'm not shitting on my mom. I say this to her face. But it's for me, it's a very good example of the, giving away the joy in the moment because you're holding on to a past hurt. It's just unnecessary. All right. So that is Mercury conjunct Venus. So maybe that passion that Venus has right now, yeah, maybe she can just show a bit of compassion as well. All right. So next big one that we have, again, it's full of huge ones this week. All right. So we have Mars in Pisces the following day on the 20th, sextile to that Uranus. Okay, so this is a hair trigger. All right, this is trigger warning extraordinaire. All right, now you could look at it in many, many beautiful ways. All right, so you could actively trust your intuition and you could act upon, new opportunities in your life that are going to give you financial opportunities that change your destiny. Like there's a lot of amazing things here too, but it could also just start World War III because again, the cogs are turning. That's going to be a good aspect for someone, but you've just got to, I mean, and it's also okay for taking calculated risks. All right. So again, that Mars in Pisces, which is centered and quiet and reflective and thoughtful and wise. And that Uranus that just wants to shake shit up, but it's in Taurus. So it is grounded and sensible and logical. So, that there is a lot of amazing potential for this day. So if on Saturday I don't know, you're given an opportunity to, sign up for something or join someone doing something, or I don't know. Oh, Saturday, there we go. A um, great financial opportunities could abound from these experiences, so, just let things happen, but trust your intuition. And like I said, take calculated risks if it feels right. All right. So yeah, lots of innovation. All right. So that was for Saturday the 20th. All right. Let's go forward until Sunday. All right. Oh, sorry, I did forget to mention. Oops, big one. All right, the sun moves into Taurus at midnight on Saturday. So early Saturday morning, we have the sun moving into Taurus. Sigh, big sigh, nice grounded, fixed earth energy. Very stubborn, fixed earth, very grounded though, logical, sensible, reasonable, rational. However, it's being ruled by Venus in Aries. All right, so she's got a heavy dose of passion and feistiness in her, but now we must find a balance between actively moving towards something that is going to give us that security that we need. And I mean, that's not to say that, her feistiness is not going to impact your self-worth in a positive way. You standing up for yourself, all right? That's a good one. So if you need to stand up for yourself and the sun's in Taurus and maybe Venus is in, I don't know, Virgo, or Venus is in Aquarius, it's going to be a whole different experience than Venus in Aries going, "What'd you say, buddy? Come on now, come on at me, bud. I know my worth," whereas Aquarius would be just like, "Oh, no, not here. No, no, no." Cancer would be like, "Just let's have a hug." And Virgo would be like, "Well, what does the contract say?" But here in Venus in Aries, you're more than likely going to stand up for yourself. But that's only until she moves into Taurus, which is beautiful because she's exalted there. And that is on the 29th of April. All right. So she's only going to be ruling Taurus for 9 days. All right. So the first 9 days of Taurus, this Taurus season, are going to be exceptionally driven compared to when she moves into Taurus. And we're all just going to sigh and want to eat chocolate while we're lounge lizarding and yeah, just generally taking it easy. All right. So she's probably more inclined to get these exercises done while she's in Aries, because as soon as she moves into Taurus, she's not going to want to do that at all. All right. Now let's move forward to the big day. Oh, we're already on the big day. All right. Okay. So now the moon is opposing Neptune first thing in the morning. All right. So the thing with this one is, all right, so the Jupiter conjunction is at 11 a.m. I'm just going to go to 11 a.m. Just go minutes. All right. So, all right. Okay, so the Jupiter, where are they? Jupiter, Uranus at 21 degrees, 48, 49 seconds of Taurus. All right, so like I said, they're being ruled by Venus in Aries. And for the first half of the day, the moon is in Virgo. All right, so this is for Sunday for us guys. So I don't know how busy you guys are going to be, but for the first half of the day, the moon is all about the details, and it's going to be like an angry accountant, or not yeah, well, yeah, maybe an accountant, but an angry someone who um is all about the details. All right. So it's what did I write in the words? Because I wrote heaps about this one. All right. So the moon in Virgo is being ruled by a retrograde Mercury who's focusing on the aggression from the past. All right. So it's sitting there. It's so close to the North Node. So if this was, I'm going to use the example that I have of peace talks. All right. So this would be, um, the world leaders, Jupiter, Uranus, looking for change. All right. They've put all the cards on the table. It's all about the resources and the money. Wars mostly are. And look, people are these educated upper fucking rulers that know better but choose to do it for selfish reasons or whatever. They just want their things back. But everybody's feelings are hurt. Everybody wants to be right. All right. So the moon in Virgo is very, very finicky, fussy, being ruled by this aggravated Mercury retrograde. All right. But when it goes into Libra, we are then being ruled by the moon and the sun. All right. So the sun in Taurus and the moon in Libra are being ruled by that Venus in Aries, still conjunct Chiron. So, I mean, but this moon is more willing to negotiate, to try and find balance. And she is also saying, well, haven't we had enough pain already? You know what I mean? Whereas when it's in Mercury, it's not thinking about the feelings of everybody, but Venus is. She's like, enough people have suffered. I mean, you could look at it and go, that they're still trying to find a financial way out of it, or some sort of financial treaty. And I know I've gone to the war, but this is for everybody as well. If you are having uh issues in the morning, then the likelihood of some sort of balance being found is going to be after the 1 o'clock mark. All right. So I'll just read the words because all right. The most potent day of the year in a world that at the time of this writing is on the brink of World War III, I have no doubt today will bring something. Firstly, we have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, bringing the desire for freedom and the reevaluation of values and resources. All right. Jupiter-Uranus there just wants to shake shit up. All right. Second, the ruler of that, Venus, is conjunct Chiron, making that wound raw and front and center. It will bring courage and self-expression, but everyone's feelings are hurt and they want to be right. Third, we have the sun within hours of making it square to Pluto, and the power struggles and the conflicts are to be expected. Though the people, Aquarius's wishes for peace may be heard and peace talks put on the table might get somewhere with deep introspection and the willingness to transform the situation rather than outright destruction, because that's a choice. All right, so, and then I've already spoken about the moon going from Virgo into Libra, and that Libra wants balance and to heal past wounds. So let's hope that peace talks are at least attempted in this sort of thing. I will go forward a couple of hours because where have we got that sun? There we go. So we've got that sun square Pluto in the early hours of Monday morning, and this is always destructive. All right. So, I mean, oh, see, I just got the vision then of look at that. There's rays, there's waves, and it's just gonna hit that earth and it's just gonna blow shit up. So I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but it's not looking great, that's for sure. So let me just pause the recording. Oh, stop the recording.